everyone, and thanks for joining me on this 2024 edition of the EPCOT International Festival of the Holidays, where we are going to try all of the vegan items and let you know what's modifiable and what's vegan as is that you can enjoy on this shortest EPCOT Festival running only from November 29th to December 30th. This is going to be a slightly different video because my microphone was muted for the first 90% of the video, so you get to hear me narrating it after the fact. This festival is one of my favorites because there's just so much to look at and experience. It's like sensory overload. There's sights and sounds and smells and good food at the same time. Now, this year, it is pretty much exactly the same vegan options as last year, but we're not alone in that. It's kind of the same items for everyone for food at this year's festival, but there are a few new items for non-vegans. So if you have people going with you, they can find those on their own. But this year, returning is Chestnuts and Good Cheer, which I always love. I don't know why it wasn't here last year, unless I'm misremembering, but I'm pretty sure it was not. They have roasted chestnuts, roasted on an open fire, sort of. It's kind of like a giant wok with oil in it. And then the glazed almonds, pecans, and cashews.
That's a lot of nuts.
It is. The cashews are the best of the four kinds of nuts, in my opinion, but you can make your own decision when you go to try them. They are the first booth you'll come to if you're going to Epcot from the front and going to the right. So they're on that little walkway between Imagination and Canada. And then right next to that, further down on the other side of the little seating area, is Nochebuena Cocina, which has the return of the soy chorizo tamal. This is returning. It is one of my favorites. I love the ratio of filling to corn masa tamale, and the red sauce is a little spicier this year. Of course, this was not opening day. This was the second day. So, I feel like they figure things out after the opening day. So this may be the way they're making it this year. It's got a little bit of a kick to it, but nothing outrageous that, you can't handle if you don't like spice. But it really does make a difference when you have a big scoop of the sauce with the tamale versus just the tamale by itself. So I may ask for extra sauce next time I go back.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was that good. That brought us to the Tuscany Holiday Kitchen, which again is bringing back the bread. Basically, it's just fried bread balls with marinara sauce on it, and it's called Montonara, which just means mountain in Italian, I guess. It comes with Parmesan cheese on top, but if you get it without, it is confirmed, again, vegan. It is a little on the pricey side. I'm pretty sure it's like something crazy like $9 for that bread with sauce. So order at your own risk. It is good if you're just in the mood for bread and sauce. And then it also comes in a sweetened version, which is basically the fried balls of bread with cinnamon and sugar. And that's called dolce pizza for some reason. That is, I think, in the $7 range. So again, a little pricey because most of the other dishes for us are like between $5 and $6.50, $6.75 kind of thing. And you get a lot more for it. So we also have the Shanghai Holiday Kitchen, which is in China. And here we have returning the vegetable spring rolls, which comes with a citrus sauce, which has pretty much no citrus in it, but also has fish sauce and some other weird non-vegan ingredients. This year they added Worcestershire sauce, so just order it without sauce, and you can grab some soy sauce packets or something from the Lotus Blossom Cafe, which is the quick service restaurant in China. We then have the Tangierine Cafe, Flavors of the Medina, returning yet again for another festival with the stone-baked Moroccan bread with assorted dips. It's a good option. The bread is great. I do love it. I love the dips too. There's a hummus, and then I always forget which dips they are because there's a za'atar seasoned one, there's a zoug, and then there's a chermoula sauce. Returning again between Morocco and France is the L'Chaim booth, the holiday kitchen featuring potato latkes and the black and white cookie, both of which are vegan as is. The potato latkes were perfection when I got them the day after the festival opened. They were nice and thick, but not too thick, perfectly cooked. We also have returning the fan favorite, the peanut stew at the Refreshment Outpost, hosted by Coca-Cola. This is, of course, the African outpost that is between China and Germany. And the peanut stew is back and better than ever. It is super spicy this year. I put 3 chili peppers on my little Instagram reel that I made today. And yeah, just be prepared. I love it. It's such a good blend of flavors. Also available at the Refreshment Outpost is Dole Whip, which for this festival is cherry Dole Whip and pineapple Dole Whip. So you can get that mixed or either flavor on its own. This Dole Whip is a little bit different than the kind that you get in Magic Kingdom or even the Polynesian. It's kind of more like icy looking, but it's still the same basic recipe. And that's pretty much it for the vegan options here. There are a couple of things that you can modify, but it usually involves taking meat off of things, and I don't really think it's a good value to do that. There's a couple of new things to enjoy this festival as well, in addition to Joyful, which is always here and having great gospel versions of Christmas classics. There are the storytellers around World Showcase telling different cultural stories from this time of year. They may not all be, Christmas related or even holiday related, but you're learning about the different cultures, and that's always great. There's also Candlelight Processional, which they have dining packages for. But this year they added a new thing, which is a Spaceship Earth made entirely out of gingerbread triangles. You can find this in Communicore Hall, which is kind of sad, but the Spaceship Earth brightens it up a little. They also have a cookie booth in there, which sells the triangles, and it's called the Experimental Prototype Cookie of Tomorrow, which I think is great, and I wish we had a vegan cookie at that location because it's a fun name. There is a light and music show that happens on the Spaceship Earth Gingerbread Dome every 15 minutes, and it's lovely music. I highly recommend checking it out. It's, don't expect to be super impressed because it is just basically little LED lights going off and on, but the music is fun. I wish that they would have done like more projections or put it in a darker space maybe, but I enjoy anything Spaceship Earth, so it was fun. Let me know in the comments what you're most excited to try at this festival, or if you've already had something, what your favorite item was. And stay tuned for more vegan Disney food videos. I hope you enjoyed this and it gave you some ideas of things you want to try at this year's EPCOT International Festival of the Holidays, running now through December 30th, 2024. Like and subscribe for more. Thank you so much for watching Vegan Disney Food, your plant-based guide to the magic.